To a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
Chance! This time, surely! Milan with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Park Ji-sung. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Parque Patricios are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. First quarter of an hour gone. Zanetti, Shevchenko. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Messi. Nesta venturing down the left. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's good play. Forced to go back. Oh, this is a great position. Out towards the flank. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for the run. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan have their second corner now. Ronaldinho plays it short. In towards the back stick.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And here's Shevchenko. Knocks it out wide. He's got away. Nice control. Look at the space here. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Opts for safety. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gerrard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Koeman spots it and intercepts. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get onto this?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Pullet. Knocks it into space. Ernest. And it's Bale. That is lovely. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has a look. Oh, great leap! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he stop it going? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yaya Toure. Plenty to aim at here. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're off again. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Played into space. Shevchenko looking to receive it in space. Neto.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Hullet, looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. And this is Hullet. Park Ji-sung. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ernest. Messi. And it's Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, nice touch. Yaya Toure. Chance for a shot! And again! And that's a tiny finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Hullet, Shevchenko. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's goals. Ronaldinho! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Ernest.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Ronaldinho. And he's found a way past. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Otto cuts out the pass. He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Great vision. And this is Eto'o. No way through. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Can he get it through? Oh, super find. It's not an especially good pass, that. The final 5 minutes. Right, Shevchenko. And he was quick to react. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Eto'o. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's that, the end. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Makaleli claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! Right, Shevchenko. And this is Luis Suarez. A probing pass. Always onto this.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! It's loose. Oh, what has happened? In he goes again. Oh, crossbar! Ferdinand getting this one clear. He's having a hit!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. Chips it through. Rijkaard cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ronaldinho, it's Ronaldinho! Goal, Milan! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the...
And the shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Cannavaro. That has been cut short. Well read, nice interception. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Makaleli has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Cannavaro clears it away. McAllister. Neymar. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Suarez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he get it through? Always goal side. Oh, a gilt-edge, can he finish? And a neat finish. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Eto'o.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. And this is Yaya Toure. Howson gets it clear. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's the end of the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. We're on the move again. Yaya Toure. And it's Ronaldinho. Searching pass he's played there. That is lovely. There will be a throw-in. Yaya Toure. Bale puts... Oh, great leap! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Eto'o. And he's picked out the run. And he's taking no chances there. Good ball, good take. It's a threatening ball. And this is Ronaldinho. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Bale. Opts to play it. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he stop it going out? Zanetti finding himself in space. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Shoots! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Luis Suarez. Space for him to turn and look. He has found the way through. Lofted in. Oh, good effort! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 24, Ronaldinho. Numero 10.
Leicester gets it away.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
Camavinga.
Neymar.
Big chance!
Il numero 14.
And
il
that's
numero
a real
25.
chance missed.
Attenzione, una
Camavinga
sostituzione.
fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Nicely aimed pass.
There they go, hunting again.
Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga. Now, can they get him away?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Kaka. He's found a way through. Makalele is there and he can get that clear.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, important interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Makalele pulls off an exemplary piece of defence. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! Off the bar! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United are already chasing... Real chance! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Eto'o demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pelé gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Zanetti. That is lovely. And here's Shevchenko.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And here's Hullet. And Hullet! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, really well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Ambrosini. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hullet. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Hullet. Solar. Solar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Pepe is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Zola. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Eto'o gets flagged offside. Nicked it back promptly. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zola. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's intervened well there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, this is a great position.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That's tidy. Pullet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Pepe. Pele is herring after that one. Well, they've got it again. Yaya Toure.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Eto
recupero.
in acres of space out wide. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Looking for options for movement. Third. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Milan have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Milan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Attenzione, un cambio.
The second period is underway.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Pullet. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's Eto! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Yaya Toure. Great vision. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Eto. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldinho. And he skips past his man. Ronaldinho! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bale puts them all in. Nesta clears it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Messi. He has found a way through. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bale attempts a clearance. And there's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened? He's had a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Oh, he's all alone! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Bale.
That was lovely, that.
And that is headed for the middle. And he's there to clear it. Pele. That has been cut short. Toure, who's set up one goal so far. Bale. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pele. Pull it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Just the keeper, it's Luis Suarez! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, he's been caught napping! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Foot in. Yaya Toure. Toure gets on his bike and on the move. Ronaldinho. Knocks it out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Van der Sar with the clearance. And he's been shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Knocks it into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Eto'o picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Milan may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. That has ended up in no man's land. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Eto'o tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Eto'o. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for the run, and this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Quarter of an hour played. Zanetti, he's found a way through. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Point-blank header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deftly away. And it's Yaya Toure. And he's whipped it across. And it's hoisted clear. The ball has bounced loose now. Knocks it out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And Shevchenko! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yaya Toure, looking for a runner. Dink through. Eto'o! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Messi. Shot at goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Bergomi with a fine tackle.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like?
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Yaya Toure looking to play him in. And this is... It's Eto'o! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter.
And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio è pregato di rimuoverla. Attenzione, un cambio.
So, into the second half. Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! And it's been hooked away. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the through ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And here's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tchouaméni makes a dash for it. A heavy challenge. Now it's Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has been cut short. Now it's Yaya Toure. He's through here. Oh, cracking goal. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That is so good, such shot. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And they are right back within touch. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Out towards the flank. Yaya Toure. Bale finding himself in space. Oh, good fly! Oh, good finish! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing.
Messi! Oh, and again! Well taken goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Paris Saint-Germain may be down, but not out just yet.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 10, numero 24.
He is through here.
Ronaldinho.
Zanetti.
Numero 11.
And he lines up a cross.
Lasciano il campo per
Tries to get it clear.
22. Neymar.
Totti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Numero 25.
Oh, that's
Il
fabulous.
9. Attenzione,
Totti.
una sostituzione.
Good driving run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Nedved, can he get it through? Beckham is herring after that one. And he's in on goal. That's very neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Early ball out from the back. That's really well cleared. Aims beyond the defence. Can he spark a counter here? Showing great feet there. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Tevez. And that has been knocked clear. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Threads one in. Tevez. Paris Saint-Germain with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Beckham with the short one. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he thumps it clear. Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? He's found a way through. Crossing and a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, a breakthrough already. Neatly clipped into space. He's found a way through. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Serginho, looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Pull it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get rid.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bale is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Donadoni, nicely spread. Makalele calmly anticipates. And it's Eto'o. And this is Hullet. And a chance! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Hullet knocks it into space. That's tidy. Looking for options for movement. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Eto'o. He's not got that quite right. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Eto'o. And the finish! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Milan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
That has not gone well. Donadoni. And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? Albert Ferrer cuts it out. And he's quick to return it. It's Ronaldinho! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Played into space. He's a sharp little ball here. Eto'o! Eto'o! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Serginho. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Strokes it back. Knocks it out wide. Serginho's cross. Nesta gets it away. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Hullet. Albert Ferrer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Albert Ferrer did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Zanetti. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti. They've won a corner. This is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And Hullet!
It's a loose ball.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Donatoni. And this is Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Dealt with
recupero.
nicely by the defence. And that's another good win of the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.